everyone, Andrew here, and today I will be showing you my entire cube collection. Now this is the long version. I also have a short version, but this is a long version, so I'm going to show every cube in detail. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to be, but I don't think it'll be that long. Before you go and comment that I copied Red KB, let me say that the short version, long version was my idea. Yes, Red KB did do it, but I came up with the idea before Red KB did his, so I'm not copying him. Anyways, let's just get started. These are not going to be in any order at all. This is completely random order. This is a ShengShou Mirror Blocks. It turns pretty well, although it's kind of slow, and it is quite fun to solve. It was one of my favorite puzzles. I think it was number 10 on my list. It's just that it doesn't really corner cut that much, so you can't really speed cube it. Well, I guess it kind of does corner cut. Anyways, let's move on. Now, I'm going to put these two together. It's a black Guanlong and a white Guanlong. And I exchanged the pieces to make them into checkerboard cubes. I think they turned out really cool, and they both turn pretty well considering they are Guanlongs. This is a mini Aosu 4x4. I love this puzzle. It turned so well. I said that this was my favorite puzzle besides my Guo Guan Yu Shao main 3x3 because it turns so well. I love 4x4 as an event. I just really like this puzzle. There's really nothing wrong with it. Next up, my Rubik's Void Cube, which I don't really like that much. It's inconsistent because like this side is very fast and very smooth. This side is very catchy. Anyways, it's so cool. It does not have a center, but it's very annoying to solve and it does not turn well at all. It also has a parity, which if you get it you have to start over, so it's just, I don't like solving it at all. Continuing on, this is my Cheese Cube. I have an unboxing video of this. Oh, and I forgot to mention, with the Void Cube, I have a review on the Void Cube. But anyways, for the Cheese Cube, I like it a lot. I don't like Scube as an event though, but this is a very good Scube. Corner cutting is outstanding. And it just, I don't know, it's a really, really good Scube. Moyu Pyraminx. I like this puzzle because it turns very well, even though it is my only Pyraminx. Cyclone Boys 5x5. This doesn't turn that well for a 5x5, but it's still pretty good, and it is my main. Yushin Big 3x3. This has some major issues with no Florian cuts, so it does catch a ton during solves, which makes the solve less enjoyable, but it's still a pretty cool puzzle. I did a feat solve once with this, and if I were ever to compete in feat solving, which I absolutely never would, but if I were, I would use this big 3x3. ShengShou 4x4. An okay 4x4. Not horrible, not great, just decent. My first ever 4x4 also. Meffert's Curvicopter. I re-stickered this because the stock stickers were pretty bad and started peeling within a few days. Well, I take that back. The stock stickers were very bad. And I really, really like this puzzle. The jumbling is so cool. Non-cubers are very impressed and amazed when they see it jumble. And the solve is just so much fun. There's a lot of steps. And it looks very cool when scrambled. I'm not going to scramble it now, obviously, but you can kind of see what it's going to look like if I just scramble it a little bit. ShengShou Square 1, or my least favorite puzzle in my entire collection. Knockoff, master of popping, cannot corner cut. I don't know. I just hate this puzzle. YJ Fisher Cube. I've done a heck of a lot of work to this. I've lubed it, tensioned it, re-stickered it, Florian modded it, put putty under the center caps, and super glued the E-slice edge caps on. Gave it some sentimental value to me. Still a fun solve. YJ Cat Cube. This puzzle looks amazing, and I think I have a pretty cool method to solve it. It turns pretty well for a non-WCA puzzle, however, quite frequently it'll get an internal lockup, or an internal pop rather, and I'll have to disassemble the puzzle to fix it. But still, pretty fun to solve, turns decently for a non-speed cube, and looks just amazing. Come on, it's a cat. V-Cube 3, I have a super old unboxing on this. It's a very bad video. Can't really corner cut that much. Can't really reverse corner cut at all. But, yeah, it's just kind of okay. Well, no, it's not okay, it's bad. I'll have a cool video coming out about this pretty soon. Sometime in the next few months, at least. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it'll be. Moyu Tangpo, my main for 2x2. Very well turning puzzle. It turns so well. 2x2 as an event is pretty fun, but not definitely it's my 5th favorite event, as I put on my top 5 favorite WCA events list. Wit 2, restickered by my brother with some pink and purple sides, but this is a very good puzzle also. It's not my main, but it's just as good as the Tangpo. Like, if I had to choose between the two puzzles, I don't know which one I would choose. This is even better at corner cutting than the Tangpo is. It can corner cut pretty much any place, although it does sometimes get internal pops. One thing I forgot to mention about the Tangpo is that it has never ever popped, internally or externally. I cannot say that about any other 2x2 I have used. NF8 and Smaz Dino Cube. This is a very easy puzzle. This is the easiest puzzle that I have, besides like a 1x1, which does not even count. But yeah, it's kind of fun to solve. It turns kind of well. Yeah, it pops sometimes. It's just, yeah, it's kind of cool. And this just looks very cool. Anyways, let's move on. Original Rubik's branded puzzle. Turns obviously extremely well for an old Rubik's because it has been broken so much. It's actually loosened up since it was out of the box. I don't really know how that's possible because it's riveted, but it's looser than it was out of the box. ShengShou Megaminx. Not that great of a turning puzzle. Gets reverse lockups or reverse corner cutting catches a lot. But the only Megaminx I have. Therefore my main. Guoguan Yushao. My main 3x3. Very good puzzle. What can I say? Chances are you've heard a lot about this puzzle. Edge Cube. This is a mod that I made by myself. I'm considering... Whoops. Yeah, it pops. I'm considering doing some more work to make it a bit more stable. And I think I will do that. I like this puzzle. It stands up like that by itself because there's no corner. It's almost like it makes a stand for itself. It turns well, I'll put it like this. It turns well considering I made it out of a Rubik's brand. And it's not hard to solve at all. These inner stickers mean absolutely nothing. They're purely for show. You don't have to look at them once while solving. But yeah, I like this puzzle because it was my first mod. And it's my only mod excluding the Florian mod I did to the Fisher Cube. ShengShou 3x3. This is a very good puzzle actually. It's not, I think it's the ShengShou Wind. It's the one without Florian cuts. Its only issue is that sometimes it pops. See, like that. It could really use torpedoes. but it's actually a pretty good speed cube. X Cuboid. I really like this puzzle. I should have given it an honorable mention in my favorite puzzles video. I don't really know why I didn't. I guess I did not like it as much when I made that video, but I really like this puzzle. Shape-shifting is so much fun. It just, I don't know, it's so much fun to solve. It turns pretty well for a non-WCA puzzle. You can even do a little bit of corner cutting. YJ Yulong. Very good speed cube. I don't know why it's not still my main. It was my main for 7.5 months. I guess the only reason it's not my main is because it corner twisted sometimes, and the Yushao did not. But this is not a bad puzzle at all. This is, despite not being my main anymore, it's a very good puzzle, and I love it. Moyu Aofu. My only 7x7. Very good, considering it's a big cube. It's stickerless pink. And what else can I say about it? It's a very good puzzle. Shangshao 5x5. Superior to the Rubik's, inferior to my Cyclone Boys. So just like, not that great, but it's better than the Dianchi and Rubik's 5x5, so I'll put it like that. It does sometimes pop, it does sometimes lock up, but pretty much all 5x5s sometimes lock up. Moyu Weilong. Mini Moyu Weilong version 2, I guess. Restickered again with weird shades, because it's my brother's cube, just like the Wit 2. One of the corners is actually broken, so see, it's like 2 parts of the 3-piece assembly have broken off. So sometimes this corner pops out during solves. But it turns pretty well, and it is my... I'm debating whether it is my OH main between this and my YJ Yulong. Gear Ball. This puzzle turns very smoothly, especially for a gear puzzle. It's not my only gear puzzle. I have one other, which I'll show in a minute, and it only has one issue. Sometimes you're solving it, and let's see if I can make it happen. Sometimes I'm solving it and one of the gears will come out of alignment like that. It's not too hard to fix. Sometimes I need to loosen it. Sometimes I don't. But yeah, anyways, it's a pretty good puzzle. Lan 3x3x2. This is one of the best turning non-WCA puzzles that I own. It's a ton of fun to solve. It's actually speed cubable. Like, I'd say about 1/3 of my non-WCA puzzles are speed cubable, and this is one of them. It's pretty fun to solve. I like it. It's a nice, fast, easy solve. I have 2 Rubik's Mini 3x3s, one with, one without the keychain. They don't turn that well because they're Rubik's and they're small and they don't really corner cut that much. But yeah, they're definitely not speed cubes. My other gear puzzle, the Gear Shift. I just do not understand how this puzzle works mechanically. You can pull it apart, turn half of it and put it back together. But the crazy part is that you can pull it apart on all 3 axes. So yeah, I can do it this way, I can also do it this way, and I can do it this way. And once I've pulled it apart one direction, I can't pull it apart another direction. It's just, the solve is kind of fun. Definitely not one of the best puzzles I have, but kind of fun. I'll leave it at that. And it turns okay. ShengShou Master Morphix. I don't really like the solving of this puzzle, but it turns very well, actually. This is, again, one of the best turning non-WCA puzzles I have. Definitely speed cubable. It's just, there's so much, all the parity. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of parity on this. So if you don't like parity, don't get this puzzle. Yushin Little 3x3. This one turns extremely well for a little cube. It just... This... I wish Yushin would make a 56mm cube with this mechanism, because it would be like... It could be my main. This puzzle ties the Gorgon Yushao in corner cutting. And that's not an exaggeration. Yeah, sometimes it pops, but anyways, I'm very impressed with Yushin for finally making a speed cubable little keychain cube. And yeah, I forgot to mention I cut off the keychain from this. It kind of feels like my Yushao, because the mechanism actually is very similar to my Yushao, but it's not a knockoff. Okay, we're really close to the end now. This is a 1x1, signed by Sio the King. But, as you're watching this video, Nationals is already done, but I'm recording it before Nationals. So, when you're watching it, it's probably signed by a few more people that I got at Nationals. But, yeah, anyways, it's just cubical 25mm 1x1, so it's the same size as a 2x2 cubie. Nothing too special about it. Okay, and my last usable puzzle. What do you think is going to be the last one? My last usable puzzle is the ShengShou 2x2. Definitely not that great of a 2x2. I don't really like it that much. The main reason it sucks is because its lack of corner cutting. Yeah. My first ever 2x2, I guess. Okay, and my final puzzle, I guess I decided to include this even though it's not really a twisty puzzle. It's a big, like, really big wooden handmade cube that is not functional. So you can see it's bigger than my Yushin big cube. I painted it and did the cuts myself, so yeah, there's a few imperfections in it, but I decided I'd include it in my collection anyways. Now, that's it for my cube collection. I'm going to wrap up this video before it gets too long. So that concludes my cube collection extended version. My next video will be a race. I won't tell you who I'm racing with, though. It will come out in a week, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching my extended cube collection version, even if it was a bit long. Please consider subscribing to my channel, because it helps me so much, and I'd really appreciate it. It's really, really easy for you to do. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I'll see you in that racing video. Goodbye.